I got asked who had a bigger impact for me as far as gospel to R&B and pop music. Was it the Staple Singers or the Winans? That's a great question because they both had big hits in different eras. Now, when the Winans did its time, when they worked with Teddy Riley, that was a big deal in the late 80s because they had crossed over. Um, that song hit on R&B or New Jack Swing and pop and everything, and that was a big, big hit. And then they came back with R. Kelly for Payday, which was a big hit in '93. They've had hits. They had a lot of songs they connected, worked with a lot of artistry, R&B, pop, and of course they were big, and there's a whole lot of them. The Winans family and gospel is kind of like the Wayans family, and gospel to TV. So a lot of them and had a big impact. BB and CC, Vicky, they all had a huge among impact, and they were their own movement. They had a very interesting era when they were big. Now, the staple singers, where do I begin to start? Um, Pop Staples was one of the greatest guitarists ever. Rest in peace. That man had a distinctive tone. And of course, Mavis Staples, who's with us still, incredible talent. Of course, they hit with I'll Take You There, which was an uplifting, prideful song. Then they hit, of course, with Let's Do It Again from the soundtrack. When you think about that, they had songs that hit with R&B, hit with pop, but where they were gospel based group. And it's interesting because the secular world, the spiritual world, the profane world all embraced them. And they were able to adapt and to bring. So this is a good question. Who moved me more out of the staple singers or the Winings? I would say the staple singers. I think that their song catalog just is deeper to me. The songs they hit with, people still gravitate towards more, I think. Because those songs 50 plus years later, you can still listen to those songs. And they had commercial appeal, but yet they hit in different formats. You can make the case that the staple singers were able to break down those barriers, which opened up the floodgates for the Winans and also for the Kirk Franklins and others of the world, if you think about it, Yolanda Adams and others. It took those records, which were soulful gospel songs, and he also was just going into unison. They are Hall of Famers and they've been acknowledged. And there've been others, obviously Sam Cooke and the Soul Stirrers and Aretha Franklin, and you had artists that were back and forth between gospel, R&B, and pop. Staple Singers had a very distinctive way of doing it though, because it was down home folk, but it excelled in a way that people wanted it all. All formats wanted it. I think the Staple Singers was also a great segue to what Al Green was trying to do too. I just think that it just connected in all formats. Now that's no knock against the Winans though, because the Winans hit hard, and then like I said, there's a ton of them. I mean, they're kind of like the Wayans family of music in a way because there's so many offshoots of them, and they were dominant in the gospel R&B pop circle, and they had a good run. They had a really good run, and they quite a few artistry that came out of it. But he asking me when the songs, and I'm just going by the songs and the impact. I got to say the Staple Singers hit just a bit much for me though, because there's some about that nitty gritty, down earthy, but yet it loaned itself almost like on a Bill Withers way too, because it just kind of just stat and hit you. So anyway, this is a good discussion. The staple singers or the Winans, which gospel family act would I pick and choose? Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another. Share it if you like, and hit that membership because when you do, the videos you request, I bring them forth back to you. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.